Tonight, an adoptive father of 9 boys is in jail, charged with horrific crimes. He is accused of abusing one of those boys who called into a podcast trying to get help.
And now we're learning it's not the first time the so-called father has been accused. New at 10, ABC 13's Jessica Willey is live with a lawsuit from a different accuser.
And Jessica, this all paints a picture of a system that seems to have failed.
Yeah, and the previous case involves a foreign exchange student who is from Spain, placed in this man's home that had 9 other boys. He was 16 when the alleged sexual abuse happened. He is suing Cohen, who was out of jail on bond in his case when he was charged last week with even more horrible crimes.
He's a monster. I mean, it's just disgusting.
Attorney Sherry Chandler filed this lawsuit in 2021 against Hayim Cohen on behalf of her 19-year-old client, who was a foreign exchange student placed in the Cohen home in Southwest Houston. He arrived in 2018 when he was 15 and soon, Chandler says, became a victim.
It started in the first semester, and it started with some grooming. It didn't start out initially as sexual abuse. It started out with the grooming process that pedophiles do.
The abuse turned physical the next semester, and her client made an outcry at school, she says. He was removed from the house, and in 2019, Cohen was charged with indecency with a child. Chandler says her client always worried about the other boys who remained in the home, despite the allegations.
There were so many red flags.
Last Friday, Cohen was arrested on a charge of continuous sexual abuse, and Chandler was not shocked.
We all suspected. I mean, he's a pedophile, and you don't just start one day to be a pedophile. I mean, he's been like that probably for a very, very long time, and we all suspected that the other kids were getting abused.
According to the charging documents, one son called into a podcast and opened up about the sexual abuse he said he and his brothers endured. He is 17. It started, he said, when he was 11. Behind closed doors, the 38-year-old made them perform sex acts on him and each other, records say. Publicly, Cohen promoted what he called his unique family on his blog and social media. Chandler says it was all fake.
I mean, he's just masquerading. And I mean, it's fraud.
The teen told the podcast that CPS had been to the house 8 times, and after each visit, he either bribed the boys or scared them. Cohen also used a wheelchair and was hooked up to oxygen he didn't need, the teen reported. Shocking revelations. CPS says the boys have now been removed and can't comment on their cases. Chandler's client is also suing the organization who placed him with Cohen, and he remains in jail.
I hope he rots in prison.
Jessica Willey, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.